just a few minutes before pressing the record button, I was actually thinking that I'm gonna talk about that you should plan, like Napoleon Bonaparte said, that you should plan more. But I honestly think that most people struggle with planning too much. And it's something I struggled with for years, is that I was just overthinking, over planning, but underdoing. I was just planning the entire business plan, whatever, but I never took action on it. I remember that I wanted to become a YouTuber for so long, for so many years. I wanted to become a YouTuber since like 7 years old, right? But I was just overthinking it so much. I remember thinking that, oh yeah, like in order to make content, I need to have a tripod, I need to have a camera, a microphone, a bunch of education and knowledge, whatever, all these stuff that were kind of holding me back. And I was like, you know what, this is not my time. I need to wait for like another year. I need to have a better plan, I need to have a better structure, I need to be better in life, whatever. But do you know when I started making content? Do you know how I started making content? It was just on a random day when I randomly decided I just want to start making content. I remember it was like 1.5 years ago when I just started making some short form AI slop content on YouTube, whatever. But I didn't make any plan, bro. I didn't watch a single video on how to start a YouTube channel, how to start posting on YouTube, all this fucking bullshit that you see out there that gets millions of views because people want to start, but they're just overthinking it, right? They're just overthinking the easiest phase, which is to just start making content. Like, most people really are overthinking. Most people are overthinking their first video. The video that they should make. Like, I want to make my first video perfect. I want to make sure that the first video has no flaws. I want to make sure that I don't look like a retard. I want to make sure it's not cringe. Like, motherfucker, it's gonna be cringe. It's gonna be cringe for you regardless. Like bro, you would be so better off just not overthinking it. Just not overthinking, I don't know, starting YouTube or doing some shit. And just doing it. Most people are overthinking yet underdoing. Most people just think too much. And honestly, they should just retard max. They should just not overthink stuff. Because, you know, the retard who is dumber than them, who has less potential, gets more. Like, I bet that so many of you guys are smart, are intellectual, you know, like they have some talent. But some retard who is way dumber than you, who is just honestly a bit worse than you, is, let's say, less productive, whatever. But because he's not overthinking and he's just acting on, I don't know, some plan, he's just doing something, right? He's the guy who gets your results. He's the guy who gets your subscribers, your revenue, whatever. If you just stop overthinking, like, what do you want to talk about on YouTube, what business you should start, what, I don't know, fitness plan you want to make, just fuck it, bro. Fuck this. Just do something. Like, bro, for your workout routine, just try something. When I started exercising, I was just running like jogging in my own room, bro. It's so cringe that I was literally just making fucking circles in my room, and I was like, you know, jogging because my room is quite large. So I was just doing circles, whatever, and I was jogging or running for like 15 minutes, and I was doing it every single day. That was my first form of exercise I started doing on a consistent basis. You don't have to overthink this. So many people are overthinking it, but the problem is that when you're overthinking it just seems so difficult. It seems like a big deal. It seems that recording your first video is this massive thing, that your first workout is so difficult and it takes people months to start exercising. Like, bro, for me it took me like, I don't know, 2 weeks. From the first time I heard about exercising, I don't know, like 2 weeks or a month, I don't know. I just started exercising and I did some random shit. I didn't overthink it. I wasn't looking at 10 hours of, I don't know, some full guides or whatever bullshit, right? The most important part is to just do something. You don't have to overthink this. I didn't overthink this video as well. And so when, I don't know, the next morning you wake up, you shouldn't grab your phone and overthink about what you want to do for the day. No, like, you should, like, it's way better to just do something. Like, when you, let's say, I don't know, want to start a YouTube channel, then you shouldn't overthink and have a 1 hour long conversation with ChatGPT like I had for so many times. Like, bro, I talked with ChatGPT for like 100 hours, right? You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be overthinking. Now, of course, like I'm saying, even I sometimes struggle with this. But when you, let's say, wanna start a YouTube channel or like make your first video, make your first business, try a new sport, you really shouldn't overthink it. You shouldn't watch some videos on how to start. Like, fuck this, bro. Do you know how I started making content? And the way I think that everyone should try something and do something, the first step is to just post your first video. Like, bro, the day I was motivated and the day I was like, okay, I'm gonna start making short form, is the day I uploaded my first short. I know it was some clip of Jordan Peterson, whatever, just some bullshit, right? That's the first step. The first step is to take action, is to make our first few videos. Then what I did after that is that then I started researching. Then I started looking for ways to be better at editing, I don't know, some hooks, whatever. But that was only after I took action. That was only after I made my first few videos. Then you apply it. That's a step 3, like, right? You apply it, then you learn more and whatever, the cycle goes on. But the most important part, and the part most people miss, and I assume you miss it too, is to just do something. Because the problem is that, bro, like, most people are trying to be way too smart. Is that most people try to have the best plan that's gonna make their business blow up in 1 month or some shit like that, even though I've never tried the business, even though they've never done anything. The problem is that you're trying to make your first video perfect. The problem is that you're trying to make your first workout great. But that's just not gonna happen. I remember that so many times I just wanted to make my first routine perfect, right? I remember just waking up and then not sticking to the routine and being super pissed off because I didn't stick to the routine for the entire day and I did, let's say, only a few hours, right? I was pissed off because I didn't do it perfectly. Well, bro, that's the fucking problem. The problem is that you are trying to be perfect. You are trying to have the perfect plan, the perfect routine, whatever. But if this is your first time, if, let's say, it's the first time you, I don't know, work out or whatever, of course you're gonna suck. Of course it's not gonna be easy. Of course you will be bad in it. Of course that your first video will be cringe. Like right now when I look at my first video, it's cringe. It is cringe. Even though I posted like 2 months ago or something, it's just cringe. And you can't do much about it. I can't do much about it. It's just the way it is. And so instead of me just overthinking my first video, I was like, fuck you, man. I'm just gonna post something, right? I'm just gonna post whatever video. And I did. And that's what made me start. And then it's just about to keep going. And that's not as difficult. But the biggest problem that people have is just that they are trying to have the perfect plan. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't have a perfect fucking plan. I remember like 1 year ago in 2025, I wanted to make the best routine. And so I was just thinking that, okay, man, like I have to do this, right? I just have to make a completely new routine because I want to get rich. And so I just opened ChatGPT and I asked it how to get rich. Give me a routine on how to get rich. Like, make me a routine that's gonna make me rich, right? And so it did. It gave me some full routine, whatever. That was super difficult, right? But it was supposed to get me rich. So the next day I woke up. I was kind of tired, you know, whatever, because I woke up a bit earlier and I was thinking that, you know what? This routine is not that great. This routine actually kind of, it's not that great, right? It's not perfect. So I just randomly decided to not follow the routine and instead make the routine better. Like basically even harder. So I made the routine even harder and the next day I woke up, maybe I followed it, maybe not, I don't really remember. But what I know is that I didn't stick to routine for a single day. It's that I maybe stick to routine for like 20% of the day, but not the full day. And I was sad about it and I was thinking that, oh, I'm such a loser, I'm bad in this, whatever. But the problem is that I tried to make the plan perfect, right? Is that I just tried to have the best plan that is just gonna make me rich. But the problem is that beforehand I wasn't doing any of it. So it was a completely new routine. It was so unnecessary. It was unnecessarily difficult for me. Of course that when beforehand I was just working, I'm not gonna tomorrow, I don't know, like work out, do a bunch of self-improvement habits and do all of this stuff. It's unreasonable for me to do that because When right now I'm just doing one thing, and the next day I want to do 10 different things, 10 new things, even though those things are great, even though they can help me. The problem is just unreasonably difficult for me. And that's exactly the problem that you have. It's just that you try to make the routine perfect, right? It's just that you try to make the plan the best. But the problem is that when you then try it, you can't even do it because you don't have any practice, right? Because you don't actually know what works and what you can do and what you can't do, what's in your powers and what's not. By the way, if you want to get a free 1 hour call with me, it's literally free. Just go do it right now, okay? Click first link in the description and just book a free 1 hour call with me, okay? So take care, man.